Someone is in charge, your life story, and you were unaware of it until it was too late. It's like playing a supporting role in someone else's film. Welcome to Stoic Monarch, where we delve deeply into Stoic wisdom to help you master your emotions, elevate your value, and transform your life. In today's video, we'll uncover 7 rules to break her ego and become a high-value man. I can assure you that if you don't take charge of your value as a man, you will lose every time. By the end of this video, you'll not only know how to break her ego, but also how to rebuild yours into an unshakable force. Stay tuned, because this might just be the wake-up call you've been waiting for. These Stoic philosophy-inspired guidelines can assist you in keeping your cool, commanding respect, and establishing yourself as a strong, purposeful man. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Let's start by hitting the notification bell and assisting us in getting 1,000 likes on this video. One-stop shop for verification. One of the major pitfalls guys get into is affirmation seeking, which is a silent murderer of respect. Consider this the next time you send a double text to justify your behavior or to inquire, "Did I upset you?" You're giving away control on a silver platter. Women prefer men who are self-assured and firm in their self-concept. The truth is that most men are unaware that when you seek validation, you are effectively telling her that your value as a man depends on her opinion of you. As Marcus Aurelius wisely stated, the approval of others is a fickle thing. It's unreliable, temporary, and frequently based on factors outside of your control. To overcome this TRR, start focusing inward and stop basing your self-esteem on how quickly she responds to your texts, whether she compliments you or even if she expresses interest. Instead, anchor your confidence in who you are and what you stand for, and build your value from within rather than from outside validation. Here's a practical exercise. If you follow this rule, you'll notice an immediate change in how people react to you. Confidence without the need for validation is magnetic and is one of the foundational traits of a high-value man too. The next time you catch yourself seeking her approval, stop and ask yourself why I'm doing this, and what does her opinion change about who I am? You'll realize that her opinion holds no real power unless you allow it to. By letting go of the need for her validation, you not only regain your power, but also become more desirable. Women respect and are drawn to men who don't need their approval to feel worthy. Learn to be silent. Most men underestimate the power of quiet, but when you learn to use it well, you'll see just how potent it is. Imagine if she is upset and is expecting you to respond, defend yourself, or dispute, but you choose to stay serene and quiet. This is a message, not just a deficiency of words. Saying, "I don't need to prove myself to you," is courageous and unwavering. Here's why quiet works. It's disturbing because most people are trained to anticipate a reaction, particularly during hot situations, and when you don't give them one, they become uncontrollable. Citation Sana. One of the greatest Stoic philosophers said, "He who controls his emotions controls the situation." Silence is a reflection of that control, but it's also a tool for generating interest. For example, if you're on a date and instead of talking too much or hurrying to fill in the blanks, you let the silence linger and remain confident, letting her lean into the moment. This builds tension, mystery, and an unspoken sense of authority. To master this technique, if she asks you a question, answer only when required and purposefully. When you talk less, your words have greater impact. Being at ease with silence in your daily life means resisting the impulse to over-explain yourself or defend your actions. When you master the art of silence, you become a force to be reckoned with and build an irresistible life. Keep in mind that silence isn't passive, it's active. It's choosing to remain composed when chaos surrounds you, holding your ground when she tries to provoke a reaction, and communicating confidence without saying a word. Those who have created lives worth living are the most alluring men. You should question yourself if you're pursuing your goals or her attention. Men who are ambitious about their future and passionate about their ambitions are inherently attractive to women. A man with a mission is not only handsome, he is unstoppable. The truth is that if she becomes your entire focus, she will no longer respect you because it will be obvious that you lack advice. Instead of obsessing over her Instagram posts or waiting for her to contact you back, start expanding your empire, becoming fitter and engaging in activities that bring you joy. According to Marcus Aurelius, your level of happiness in life is determined by the caliber of your ideas, which may be improved by focusing on yourself. You elevate your value when you're busy building a life that excites you. She'll notice, and her ego will take a hit when she realizes she's no longer the center of your universe. Imagine this while she's scrolling through social media. You're at the gym reading a book or learning a new skill. You're out there making moves while she's wondering why you're so focused and driven. That is the power of designing an enticing existence for everyone who comes into contact with you, not just her. Like a monarch, you have 4 boundaries that define your worth at every high value, not just when you say no. Men understand that establishing boundaries is an essential skill. Without them, you invite chaos into your life. Women will test you. This isn't personal, it's just human nature. But how you react will determine whether she respects you or bullies you. The key is to enforce your boundaries calmly but firmly. Don't become upset if she goes too far. Instead, make it obvious that some actions are unacceptable. Saying "that doesn't work for me" or "I'm not comfortable with that" is not a sign of control. Rather, it shows self-respect. Epicurus asserted that what matters is not what occurs to you, but rather how you respond to it. Setting boundaries changes the power dynamic because you are no longer seeking her approval or putting up with disrespect. It is not about controlling her behavior. Rather, it is about controlling your response, remaining true to your principles, and refusing to compromise your self-respect. You're demonstrating to her that you are a self-assured man, which is really alluring. 5. Emotionally detached detachment does not imply that you stop caring. Rather, it means that you stop over-caring. Most men make the mistake of becoming overly invested in their relationships too soon, which is where they lose their power. Here's how it works. Instead of worrying about her feelings, concentrate on controlling your own. Stoic philosophy teaches us to focus only on what we can control. You cannot control how she feels about you, but you can control how you respond to her actions. When you detach, you release yourself from the emotional roller coaster. You cease looking for validation or approval and begin living for yourself. This does not imply that you don't care. Rather, it means that you protect your peace and put your own development first. When you achieve detachment, you become a guy who is unmanageable, and every woman respects a man who strikes a balance between caring for others and not losing yourself. Being unapologetically authentic is uncommon in a world full of pretenders. Most men soften their views or conceal who they really are in order to avoid conflict or rejection. But the truth is that women admire men who are unapologetically authentic, even if they disagree with them. Being authentic means speaking your mind and owning your truth, as well as standing by your values and beliefs without fear. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Stop wasting time arguing about what a good man should be. Instead, concentrate on being the guy you're pleased to be, and quit worrying about whether she would like or agree with you." Being authentic is more than just being honest. It's also about having the courage and self-assurance to be who you are. even when it makes you uncomfortable. When you're authentic, you become untouchable because you're living in accordance with who you really are and letting go of your own ego. When you let go of these harmful tendencies, you transcend the games and power struggles. The third rule isn't about shattering her ego, rather, it's about breaking free from your own. Your ego is what fuels insecurity, jealousy, and the need to prove yourself. Focusing on your inner calm, growth, and purpose is what it means to break free from your ego. As Marcus Aurelius stated, you have control over your thoughts and not external circumstances. Therefore, rise beyond small disputes and function at a higher level. Recognize this, and you'll find power when your ego no longer controls you. You'll become unstoppable, stop seeking validation or acceptance, and live for yourself. At that point, you'll become the high-value man she can't ignore. We appreciate you viewing today's video on the 7 guidelines to shatter her ego. Keep in mind that self-control, purpose, and honesty are the sources of true power. If you found this content valuable, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Stoic Mun for more powerful lessons inspired by Stoic philosophy. I'll see you in the upcoming video.